MLB Rivalry Weekend, the Moonshot program, May Spotlight, Moonshot Diamond Quest map, Lefty Long Ball Moonshot mini seasons, Rivalry Weekend Conquest map, Moonshot event, Moonshot collection, and how to get every single card up to 41 overall Byron Buxton, the show shop, which features a free pack, and much more. Join our Discord, link is inside the description. There you can select to get MLB The Show specific investment opportunity notifications, YouTube notifications, and or Twitch notifications. Twitch notifications are a big one today because for this weekend, Twitch drops are enabled for all streamers. So either watch your favorite streamer or watch me when I go live. Where is that link? Inside the description. Don't forget you're on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button or subscribe button, notification bell, and we'll also discuss what's coming to MLB The Show. Starting off with what we missed, MLB Rivalry Weekend features 20,000 experience and 2 diamonds. I will be mentioning the experience for every program or conquest map or mini seasons because I want you guys to know how much you can save by not completing the program right now, but instead waiting for the 3rd inning. This is probably the best program in terms of how to complete we've had. You can literally do every single moment and get the 75 program stars to complete the program, or you can do 5 stat missions along with an entire conquest map. Highly suggest just doing the moments. The Moonshot, on the other hand, is a very unique program that everyone is going to want to complete to get their hands on the collection rewards. Inside of this program, there is a total of 35,000 experience and 7 guaranteed diamonds. Completing this program, I have a specific path I'd like you all to take. So the first one is to tally 1 home run. You can do it in play versus CPU. Go against the Rockies, hit a home run, and then instantly quit out. Once you do that, you will have about 5 of these common cards. For the rest of the 90 program points, there are 3 ways you can go about it. You can either do an offline grind where you are playing mini seasons or the repeatable conquest map in order to knock out these stat missions and program missions. You can also take the alternate online route and play in the Moonshot event that is currently going on. That is going to give you about 45 total program points, but at the same time, depending on how you build your team, you will be able to knock out stat missions as well as program missions to get you to 100. Or last but not least, the method that I would suggest for everyone, which is play versus CPU on rookie difficulty away versus the Rockies in order to knock out the stat missions first. So what you're going to do is they have specific thresholds that you need to meet and hit home runs with players of in order to get the missions completed. So I would go ahead and create team builds that meet these specific thresholds. I take them and play versus CPU on rookie difficulty versus the Rockies, and I would not quit out if I don't get to the 8th hitter this time around. Why? Because there are PXP missions for you to complete with pitchers. So what I would do is, if you don't get to the 8th hitter in the 1st inning, play the entire 1st in terms of allowing either Hader, Kluber, Alvarado, Lee, Duran, whichever is the one that's starting for you, to go ahead and pitch that complete inning. And then if you get to the 8th hitter in the 2nd inning, you go ahead and quit out once those 3 outs are completed, and you're going to rinse and repeat this process until you have at least 4 out of the 5 pitchers completed. Once you have 4 out of the 5 pitchers, you should be already working towards getting the home runs with the diamonds inside of the program, and that will be the additional 20 points in order to complete your 100. For the May Spotlight program, MLB The Show has been listening to us feud on Twitter as they have gone and made these cards a lot more usable. Look at this Jason Dominguez, for example, a lot more usable. This program is going to feature 5,000 experience as well as 4 diamonds. The moments give you 21 program points. That's what you're going to want to tackle first. After that, go ahead and do all of the missions that do not require you to pitch. So this you would do play versus CPU. If you can go ahead and intertwine it with the Moonshot program or MLB Rivalry Weekend program and have cards that are working towards all 3 programs at the same time, you best do it. Last but not least, you're gonna do PXP missions for 2 out of the 4 And one thing that you can also do to make it a lot easier for you is rinse and repeating the process that we talked about when it comes to the Moonshot program stat missions and PXP missions with one of the two pitchers or the pitcher here in order to go ahead and get his PXP done as well. Really quickly, the reason why you do play versus CPU single player and quit out after 3 outs, let's say if you don't care about completing the pitching PXP missions and you're going to do it later within conquest, mini seasons, or diamond quest, or even online in events, is because as soon as that at bat is completed, it is tracked towards the mission and you can quit out. So once again, for Moonshot 10 program points, play versus CPU, hit a home run, and then quit out instantly. Don't pitch if you don't hit a home run within those first 3 outs. Just quit and rinse and repeat until you do. We've got ourselves a new Diamond Quest map. Inside of this Diamond Quest map, there are 4 Moonshot cards that you're going to want for the collections. We have a Lefty long ball mini season. Inside of this mini season, there is 54,000 experience as well as 6 diamonds, but in regards to Moonshot cards, there are 8 total. Completing the entire mini season for the cards for the Moonshot collection is going to save you a ton of stubs. Me, on the other hand, I might just wait till the fourth inning and get a certain amount of wins, like 17 right before the playoffs, and then once that 4th inning drops, I'll go ahead and complete this, complete the playoffs, and get a boatload of XP. Rivalry Weekend Conquest Map. This is the first step that every stronghold takes. This is where you want to place your blocker. You're going to want to go after the New York Yankees first, and you're going to do that process that I always talk about, which is going ahead and restarting until you get the perfect simulation. So you should end up with 8 million fans here, 7 million fans, 6 million fans, and then 5 million fans. Once you get to 5 million fans here, you can then use the rest to go 4 million, 3 million, 2 million, 1 million. Inside your reinforcement, you're going to reinforce this to 3 million fans, and then the rest goes towards any other territory to capture as many open territories as possible with the remainder of your turns until the Yankees take a couple of fans away from this 3 million, always reinforce it back to 3 million, and you're going to repeat the same process to the Chicago White Sox and then every single other team at the blocker that I showed you that they take the first step. Now, you don't need the perfect simulation, but it would help you out and you don't waste an absurd amount of time just trying to go for the perfect simulation either. As long as you end up with around 3 million fans here or are able to end up here, you're gonna be in good hands. The Moonshot event lasts until May 27th. There are a ton of missions to complete inside of the event if you don't want to go the offline route. But me, in terms of efficiency, it probably is better to do the play versus CPU stat mission grind method. So let's talk about the 92 overall Byron Buxton collection and how to complete this collection. Along the way, you get 91 overall Carlos Delgado, who has a good card. But the better card out of the 3, in my personal opinion, is this 91 overall Yasmani Grandal, which you get for collecting 30. This guy has 95 clutch, which is good enough, but the power makes him rival Carlos Santana, although Carlos Santana is still better. But being able to get this card for absolutely free, if not the minimum amount of stubs, which is probably 50,000, you just have to grind in order to complete it, makes it 10 times better than Carlos Santana. And then last but not least, a very usable Byron Buxton, maybe not exactly defensively, but usable nonetheless. What is the path to 41? We'll break it down like this. Inside of the Moonshot program, you will be able to get 12 Moonshot cards. 2 of them are going to come from the full moon packs. If you get lucky and get the rare round, you might consider selling off that rare reward in order to buy the cheaper ones, but there is 12 guaranteed. Inside of the Moonshot Diamond Quest map, there are 4 guaranteed, so we're at a total of 16, with 16 that allows us to collect 91 overall Carlos Delgado, so we're actually at 17. Inside of mini seasons, if you look at the goals, there are a total of 8 additional Moonshot cards. 2 of them are gonna come from this Crescent Moon pack, and 1 of them which is included in the 8, is going to come from completing the entire mini season and winning the championship. That is going to put us at 25 total cards. Now, ideally, you would need 15 from these 3 packs, whichever combination you go with, in order to get the 41 for Byron Buxton, as at 30 you get Yasmani Grandal, and that's going to give you that additional 1 in order to get the 16 remaining to get up to 41. Keep in mind that they might be adding more Moonshot cards, whether it's through headliners or the multiplayer program, as these cards have yet to be revealed, so we could have some additional ways that make it a lot cheaper for us. A quick update to the GOAT Legacy Collection. They have added some rewards to it in order to get a different icon as well as banner. Inside of the show shop, we have a free camo pack. It's basically camo equipment. We have a Crescent Moon pack, Full Moon pack, Eclipse pack, a new May Spotlight pack, and as I said, a new Chase pack, which features 93 overall Moonshot Cedric Mullins. No new headliners yet, but you can bet your money that coming next week or whenever they do a new headliners, there's going to be a Moonshot card in there. Wrapping everything up is going to be a 5 times parallel XP boost to home runs hit. So whenever you hit a home run and get up to your 8th plate appearance, so if you're quitting out after 3 outs and not getting to your 8th plate appearance and play versus CPU, you're not going to be receiving this boost. But if you do, then you are getting a 5x boost to hitting a home run. So you get 20 parallel XP offline for hitting a home run. Now you would be getting 100 parallel XP for just the home run. I'm not talking about also the plate appearance or the run you score or the RBIs and everything. It's just for the home run, and then everything else is 1x. The 20th, we are going to get multiplayer program drop 2 missions, which will allow us to unlock this mystery diamond, who I believe will be a Moonshot diamond. The 23rd, they are coming out with this new Team Affinity My Journey update, as well as a brand new Team Affinity featuring 91 overalls called the Team Affinity Color Rush. And then last but not least, we are also getting ourselves a roster update this 23rd, so be on the lookout, as my list of roster update predictions is going to come out sometime next week. That is going to be it for today. If you did end up enjoying today's content, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, check out the description for the Discord, where we have an ever-growing community, Twitch, where there are drops for you to get free packs, as well as social medias where you can follow me and keep up with me. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.